Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Here, we will discuss the sample listening tests for the Celpip exam. You can get familiar with the Celpip listening tests with these sample tests. The listening test has 6 parts and 1 practice task. The total time allocated to the listening section is 50 minutes. Please keep in mind that the passage will be played only once in the actual Celpip test. Here, we will watch a sample video for the Celpip listening test. We will discuss Task 3, Listening for Information Details. If you want to see all of the Celpip tutorials, you can search on YouTube by writing Celpip Store. You will find all the other tutorial series here. Now, let's start with Listening for Information Details task. In this task, you will listen to audio, which is a conversation between 2 people. There will be a total of 6 questions based on the audio. In this task, questions will also be in audio form, and you will see 4 options given on the right-hand side of the computer screen. You have to choose the correct option from the given options.
Before we start listening to problem-solving task, we should know about the tips and tricks for this task. Number 1. You will listen the audios only once. Number 2. Read the topic of discussion in the beginning. Number 3. There are 3 sections and 8 multiple choice questions. Number 4. Questions are in verbal form, not in written form. Number 5. You should know about the speakers. Number 6. You should know about the topic of discussion. Number 7. You should know about the problem as well solution. Number 8. You should know about what the speakers are thinking and how do they feel. Now let's start with the question. Please listen to the audio carefully.
We have Daniel with us, who is an entrepreneur and running a successful franchisee business. So, Daniel, how to become a successful franchisee?
One of the soundest pieces of advice to take when considering becoming a franchisee is to assess yourself. Assess whether you can accept direction. Some people cannot. Assess whether you can work with indefinite systems and structures without feeling trapped. Assess if you are committed to the franchise concept and if you believe in it. If you feel that you can work within these parameters, then go for a franchise. If not, then a franchise may not be for you. Also realize that owning your own non-franchised business is nearly 3 times more likely to go broke than a franchised business. In today's cutthroat world, you should take every edge you can get. And don't forget, you are going to be your own boss. If you would sack yourself, it may be wise not to have your own business at all.
Is franchise's model a foolproof formula for success?
Absolutely not. Franchises rely on you to succeed. Even if you succeed, certain things may occur beyond your control that may make your franchise crash. These aspects are potential failures of the franchisor. Regardless of how well you run your franchise, you may be forced to close because of the performance of your franchisor. The main ways your franchisor can crash are: structure of the franchise. If the franchisor decided to start the franchise with no testing, a short track record, bad advice, the structure of the franchise may be flawed. If this is the case, the franchisor may run into financial difficulty. If that happens, then the parent company that owns all the franchises may be forced to cease operation.
What does bad franchisees means?
Most franchises have a means testing selection process. This is because franchisors want to ensure that the best people, or at the very least, technically competent people, run the franchises. If there is no selection criteria, then the franchisor cannot ensure success. If there is set selection criteria, then the franchisor has tried to mitigate risk in this way. Entry qualification to starting a franchise should be something to look out for. If it is too easy to be a franchisee, then it may be wise to avoid that particular franchise.
Now let's check the questions.
Question 1.
What is the best advice to become a franchisee?
As Danielle said, one of the soundest pieces of advice to take when considering becoming a franchisee is to assess yourself. So option 1 is correct.
Question 2.
Owning non-franchise business is nearly.
In his conversation, Daniel said that owning your own non-franchise business is nearly 3 times more likely to go broke than a franchised business. So option 2 is correct.
Question 3.
Are franchises foolproof?
On asking, is franchise's model a foolproof formula for success? Daniel replied, absolutely not. So option 2 is correct.
Question 4.
What is the main reason for the failure of a franchisee?
As Daniel explained, if the franchisor decided to start the franchise with no testing, a short track record, bad advice, the structure of the franchise may be flawed. So option 4 is correct.
Question 5.
If there is no selection criteria, then
According to Daniel, if there is no selection criteria, then the franchisor cannot ensure success. So option 3 is correct.
Question 6.
does bad structure of franchise be the reason for its failure?
As Daniel explained, if the franchisor decided to start the franchise with no testing, a short track record, bad advice, the structure of the franchise may be flawed. So option 1 is correct.
Click on the Submit button to submit the test.
You can check your test report by clicking on the View Report button. You can practice all other sections of the test here. Celpip Store also provide complete test. You can practice on Celpip Store for better Celpip scores.
Thank you for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on valuable tips and insights. Also, if you have any questions or specific topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, drop them in the comments below. For the latest tests and professional guidance, register on Celpip Store. The link to join our platform is mentioned in the description below. Thank you for spending time with us.